positions so far.
Yep,
below the white and yellow line off at 2.
We don't have a lot of wind here. That's what I was like.
Yeah.
Wind picking up. Why was that car slower into turn 1 but
Ooh,
faster down
Priest
the
got
back?
loose.
But we'll see how Ryan Priest here in the number 60 fares in qualifying.
Long
He's done
and
an
very
outstanding job
tight.
recently. Been good in qualifying, front row in Mexico City. I was surprised to hear. I mean, they are encouraged and excited about going to Chicago on the street course in Sonoma because they really like where they are with the road course program.
One of the
Pretty
two.
good at this style of racing in the
Who's
draft.
seventh?
And lap looking pretty decent right now coming off of turn 4.
That car too.
Actually
slower
losing
to
a
the
lot
middle
of time.
turn
He
1
might
and 2,
fall
then it sort of held serve
behind
down the back straightaway.
Alex.
Maybe
Priest to the line.
to what Brian Blaney was.
Oh, he went
speaking
4th.
about. The launch off pit road, the driver really can influence how
I was
much
way
speed the car
off.
can build as it comes to the
And
green
here's
flag.
the
And Brian Blaney
Cinnamon
said,
Toast
"Look, we're
Chris."
not even at terminal velocity. When we get to the green flag, there's still more speed. for that car
Cinnamon
to continue
Toast
to gain."
Chris. What can he
And so
do?
who is getting that launch?
It's Penske and
That
RFK
is
at the
going
front.
to really determine which Ford gets the pole.
And Doug Yates is smiling somewhere, currently first through 7th. You mentioned which Ford's going to get the pole.
So
So I was kind of looking down at pit road. I won't lie. I'm like, all right, we have Busher, we have Blaney
Cinnamon
left.
Toast
so we
Chris,
start
he's
explaining the
tracking.
time,
I think he's
and
going to
lap
be
time
about,
goes to whoever's higher in points, which is how Logano's going to end up
I'll
if this
say,
holds up. Josh
Dale is
Berry's going to
probably
Is there not
back
another
half of the
number
top 10.
behind
Maybe
that
out
guy?
just outside of it to the line.
More of a squeeze.
10th?
I need more.
Yeah.
More fine-night tuning on the.
Looking
on the
good for
clock
Log
here.
right now.
Dale wants new lightning detectors, and Josh Berry wants a 4th digit after the call, or after the decimal.
Busher is 10.
Here's Kyle Larson.
On a stage here. Won a stage here in February. But if you look at his drafting numbers, even though recently, as the graphic says, he's been good 0 for 50 in his career. He's been great everywhere else, but
Ooh,
not
Larson's
in
has
this
a good
style.
lap
It's
going
worked
right
out for
now.
him.
And until recent races, it was 0 for finishing. Forget 0 for 50. Like, my man didn't know that they threw the checkered flag at the super speedways. He just thought
Larson's
your
tracking inside the top 10.
Recently, though, they have found a way to
Probably
get to the finish.
7th.
Drafting
Maybe
equal,
8th,
did
actually,
not finish for
Yeah,
to the
Mike
line.
Saban, but they've been so much better lately.
No,
And
9th.
qualifying here
Goes
puts
behind
him-
Alex. Wow, Alex is the highest qualifying Hendrick car at the
Actually,
moment.
Stevie. So if you notice, the front stretch is all in clouds. I believe most of the back stretch is all in clouds as Chase Elliott
Here's
comes
Chase.
to take the green. And the track temperature, Steve, started at
I don't know how many cars are
125
left
at the
for
beginning of
Log
this qualifying
to
session. It's now 101.
navigate, but the
That helped
9 was
later
green
car.
for a
So I do
second.
think at most tracks, track
Not anymore.
temperature leads the way in qualifying because you're looking for grip. I think here it's a very
Hey,
small
Chase actually has a
advantage.
pretty
Right
good
now,
car
the
over a
drives
lap.
little bit
They
better.
trimmed it out.
I would
Pretty
think
good, it
here
looks
it's
like.
actually the ambient. As the air cools, the engine makes more
honey
horsepower. and I
Oh,
think you
Chase
can go
is
faster.
sawing on that
Chase
wheel.
might
He's
have wanted
loose.
2 hands on the wheel right there through the middle of 3 and 4.
So that car started bottoming out or sitting on the limiter, the shock limiter.
He lost
That's
a
what he
lot
started
of
to
time
feel.
in
He started to
turns
dance
3 and
around.
4. He'll
He
fall
had
to
to lift out of the
13th.
gas.
there. That was a good one till we got loose. Good job.
There you go.
So he has his hand up there trying to really just steer the air a little bit, not in the car. But so check this out, though.
Ooh,
Man, that's a
ooh,
big moment
ooh,
with
boy.
2 hands on the wheel.
Woo!
Forget 1 hand.
That was
Right
slideways
in
through
top
there.
10. Ends up 13th, Chase Elliott. 3 to go in qualifying. And if you're
Here's
just
Blaney.
with us on this Friday evening,
Ooh,
only doing one
Blaney's
round
gaining a
here
little.
because of some of the
Not a
delays
whole
we've
lot.
experienced.
Oh,
The
he's
first
gaining a
of
bit in
those
turn
to go.
3. Hang on.
Ryan Blaney.
Big-
very,
oh,
very
he
good
lost it in
draft.
4.
Incredible record here at Echo Park Speedway.
Ryan
Oh, it's
Blaney
getting
to
really
the
close.
line. He's going to be 3rd.
Not quite enough. Puts him
All right.
by 4,000ths of a second.
And congratulations,
behind
Joey
Berry and
Logano,
who are
to
tied
on
at
your
the top.
another pole position at Atlanta.
Chase Briscoe.
What if Chase
4 poles
Briscoe
this
wins it
year,
again?
Including the season opener in the Daytona 500. Got that win last week.
Hilarious. Here we go.
And, you know,
Briscoe.
about starting position. The one thing I will just bring up, surprisingly, at a 1.5-mile track, these pit boxes are the second shortest we see all year long. Only second
Yeah,
to Mexico
no.
City. So that tie between
The last
Logano
one's
and
ham
Berry,
one, so
I'm assuming
yeah,
with 22
Log's
if
got
they
it.
can stall one clean out all day long. We have no idea, what kind of advantage that may or may not be. There are a few openings, so anywhere in the top 6 or 7, you should have a decent pit box.
Briscoe to
But
the
it does
line. He'll
matter.
probably be in the
It
top
doesn't matter
10.
where you start. The guys that don't have track position
Yep,
will
he's
say they're
10th.
400 miles. The guys that do have track position will tell you how valuable it is.
Last 2 qualifiers from
And
the
the
Toyota
last
Briscoe
hope
goes
to
10th. Last guy out.
beat Log is Denny.
All right, Mr. 24th. Let's see how good of a bracket racer you are.
Based on what Briscoe did, I'm going to bet that he's inside the top 20 here, Hamlin.
Yeah, I mean, Briscoe's 10th.
Yeah.
I talked to James Small, and he had
Oh,
no
yeah,
that they were
Denny's
gonna get inside the
car.
top 20.
It's
Gotta
not
hang
built
out the
for
window. It's
qualifying
probably
at all. It's
between 24
trimmed out for
and
the
26.
race. Holy cow. Man.
Well, I mean, they're tied at the top, so
That
every
thing is-
little bit matters, right?
Woo! That thing is slow.
Man, his
But
prediction's
it
pretty
must
close.
be a race
I
trim
think
and
he's
it's
gonna
not in
nail it.
qualifying
It's
trim.
really close.
There's never been
Hamlin.
33rd.
33rd. Oh my God.
So much for my top 20.
Joe Log beats Josh Berry in a tie to win the pole at Atlanta.
Major disappointment for the number 1 seed in the bracket challenge. And that means your pole sitter for tomorrow night, Joey Logano.
Yeah, the Penske connection.
And Blaney missed it by
we
4
know the Wood
1,000s.
brothers
What a
are the 21,
qualifying.
but they have that affiliation with the Penske, so I'd say the Penske cars
Look at
swept
that.
the top 4.
Woo.
No real surprise. They've led more laps than anybody else in the next gen.
Joe
with
Log
Traffic
and
Tracks
Josh Berry. Your front row.
in 2000